We are back, episode 112. And as always, we are presented by Moon Golf.
Moon Golf, the best there is. We're making our way up. Tonight's show, we're going to talk about the Olympic golf. We're going to talk about LPGA. We're going to talk about our drop zone question. But first, we're going to share some love for Moon Golf over at Ann and Dan Moon. We visit the Auburn location close to us, and we love it so much there.
I'm going to be there Thursday to pick up something custom.
What'd you get?
As part of the new sponsorship,
yeah.
our new membership they got.
Oh, yeah.
I told Johnny, I said I ordered it for Father's Day, but they were sold out for like 5 weeks. It was on back order.
Yeah. We saw a picture of it, and it looks nasty. That thing is sharp. I don't
know what to do with the old one. I'm hoping I can move it.
Yeah, just try it. Somebody for sure will buy it.
Yeah, it's one of them things that's like, there's room for two, but I'm not going through that hassle. I'm one and done.
Yeah, just have one, and but we'll definitely have to post some pictures on the page of that other one. So go check out Moon Golf if you're in the area. If you're in Florida, if you're up here in Auburn, check them out. Best customer service around. So go check out Ann and Dan. Tonight, real quick, we're going to talk briefly about the Olympic golf. And since it's the Olympic week, your boy has something special for tonight. We got to put the USA on. It's Olympic week. I had to pull this out.
Yikes.
Just for the Olympic week.
That might have worked better with the long hair.
Yeah, it kind of froze up. But you know what? I'm going to rock it tonight just for the Olympics, no matter what, because USA all the way, baby.
My hat's red, white, and blue. So
yeah, we'll go
with that.
This is our Olympic special. They're going to be playing. Here's what we know. Le Golf National. You know, I took French in high school, so that's my best pronunciation.
They didn't offer Spanish. I tell Joni that all the time, and it's like, it was 2007 for me, and I was like, why am I taking French?
I know. I wish they had, when I went, they had French or Spanish. I wish I did Spanish looking back on it.
You should have.
So this golf course is 18 miles away from the Eiffel Tower, so it's over there. And the men have 10 of the top 15 competing. The women have 13 of the top 15. The men compete this weekend, and the women compete the following week. So I guess the main question I wanted to know from us, are you excited about this Olympic golf, or is it just kind of like been flying under the radar and then, oops, here it is?
I don't care.
Yeah,
they don't have the best representing us. It's the same as when they left Bryson out of the Ryder Cup.
That's true.
Bryson is USA.
Bryson and who else? I do think of Patrick Reed when I think of USA. He's not the best, obviously, but it's just don't have that Ryder Cup, President's Cup vibe to it. It's just not, because it's individual stroke play too. It's not like a team. It is a team event, but it's not a team event. So I don't know.
I don't care.
Same. I haven't been super excited about it. I do think once it starts, it'll be fun to watch, just seeing people wearing red, white, and blue in countries. I heard them talking about today that they actually get the OWGR points for this event, which is weird to me because it's not like an official event. Like everybody didn't have an opportunity to play it.
Right.
But it's also good on the other hand there's a handful of live guys playing in the Olympics. So this is a chance for them to get some points that nobody else is getting because they need them to get in some majors and whatnot. But I don't know. It just hasn't been the most exciting thing in the world to me, Olympic golf, to think about.
I think the Olympics are great, but I'm just like blah this year on them.
I haven't watched a single bit yet.
Phelps
I did watch.
Retired. That between Phelps and Katie Ledecky swimming.
Oh yeah,
those are the two you got to watch.
She dominated the other night. I see. The only time I've liked the Winter Olympics. I was a big Shaun White fan. You know, he'd snowboard and whatnot. Big into the Winter Olympics. But then Michael Phelps. Yeah, Michael Phelps is probably the last time I watched the Olympics when he went just crazy on everybody. So I'll watch some this weekend for sure. I'm just not super stoked on it. Like, yeah, let's go Olympics. I do want to
support the USA the whole time, but that's about it.
Transition to something else that just broke news yesterday that I am excited about this one. the PGA Tour investing into YouTube golf. So we have the Creator Classic coming the day before the Tour Championship in August. This will be the Wednesday. The tournament starts on a Thursday. 9 holes competition at East Lake here in Atlanta, and some big names in it. First, before I go through some names, do you think this is good for PGA to kind of be linking up with YouTube like this?
They're late.
That's true. They're very late to the party.
Everybody else has been on board with it, and the tours resisted it.
And I wonder why they're waiting until the last event of the season to finally be like, okay, this is where we're going to kick it off. I don't know, but it'll help get eyes to it just because the names. We've got Tyler Toney from Dude Perfect. Some say the greatest athlete of all time, Tyler Toney. Fat Perez will be competing. Garrett Clark from Good Good. The Brian Bros and Brad and Sean from Good Good are some names. Automatically, I think it's extremely unfair. I think the Brian Bros is probably just going to, one of them are going to win it. It's the
I
closest.
saw Bryson was asking for his invite because he's just a YouTube golfer.
Does he ask? Oh yeah, that would be hilarious if he played in that, since he will not be at the Tour Championship. PGA's for sure not doing that though. They're not bringing him in.
No, I think Jay has a little bit of time left in his contract before he has to pivot.
Oh yeah, and I imagine a lot of people want him out.
But they say the same thing about Roger Goodell in the NFL, and he just keeps getting contract extensions.
I guess if you're the commissioner, you can kind of give yourself those extensions, unless there's like overseers.
No, it's a board. I think a board votes on it,
which is crazy. I mean, I'm going to watch this for sure. This event, and then my favorite part of it all is that, of course, it's going to be on ESPN Plus and Peacock, but the PGA Tour is going to stream it live on their YouTube channel. So they're trying to get some
fantastic because when Good Good did their event, the first bit was on YouTube, and then some of it was on Peacock.
Yeah,
which is so dumb to switch it up.
This will be
it's
great.
It's the same with like Braves baseball. It's like you can have 12 subscriptions, and it's going to bounce between all of them at some point.
I just want to be able to watch it in one place. But the fact they're putting it on their YouTube channel and it's just the YouTube creators is pretty good. So they're going to get a lot of views from that. But I personally think one of the Brian Bros will just dominate, unless they have some other pro level golfers out there. But definitely not Fat
Wesley's
Perez.
So good.
Yeah, and he's a PGA Tour golfer. It's almost not fair. Unless they only.
That's what I think Bryson should be in. Same caliber.
We should petition that to let our guy Bryson in.
Let him on.
They said, and this is just from what they said, that the tournament's going to consist of 8 holes of gross stroke play and then a playoff between the top 4 finishers. So all you're really trying to do is finish in the top 4, and then on the 9th hole will be a playoff hole. They'll announce the foursomes, the groups before, and this is going to be the first time that people play the new back 9 East Lake. Stan, who goes to church with us, he was at East Lake the year before they started these renovations, and he's there on a Sunday, I think. And he said that while the tournament was going on, the tractors and stuff, like when people got done with holes 1, 2, 3 and were moving, tractors were already coming in behind them, ripping up greens, like tearing the course up like that fast, getting it ready for this renovation they're doing. So this will be the first time people see it. So I will be excited about that. We need tickets. We need to go to the Tour Championship.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to East Lake and see an event.
Also, this fall in Atlanta, we need to be looking into is the World Long Drive Championship, because our guy said he would come hang out with him.
Sam Judah.
And I bet, Sam, we could probably get some connections with meeting some other guys there too. Good chance
to meet Martin.
Good chance Bryson might be there watching.
He might compete.
Wouldn't that be wild?
I don't know how long the live season is, but it's shorter than the other.
That's true. Wouldn't it be wild if we just ran into him there?
Yeah.
Because I bet tickets are pretty dang cheap to the World Long Drive Championship.
When we were in Pinehurst, they called. I had signed up for it, and one of the agents had called, and it was like $50 or $100.
Oh, that's not bad.
For like multiple days.
Yeah. Oh, we should check it out. So, anyways, that's what's going on at East Lake. I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna bring eyes to golf. I think people are gonna love it, especially a lot of people are gonna come from Dude Perfect, and it'll really PGA Tour is really gonna have some eyes. He'll probably come in
Yeah.
dead last, Tyler from them, but it'll give them some eyes on the program. Let me ask this: did you see this week John Rahm and his caddy at Live Golf? The
Oh, he
frustration.
was crying.
Well, no. Well, yeah, we'll talk about the crying in a minute, but something about his backswing, a guy kept yelling, and John and his caddy let this guy have it, and was just like complaining about the noise and in his swing and all this stuff. And a lot of the comments were like, "This is what he signed up
Buyer's
for."
remorse.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Like, do you think he's the first one that's actually starting to regret this decision?
I think. No, I don't think he's the first. I would think Bryson may not say it, but as well as he's playing now, he's probably wishing he was in a lot more PGA events for his legacy.
Oh yeah, John. I think John regrets it 100%. I think he misses the not integrity is the word, but like the kind of like the class of the PGA Tour. I guess I don't know. I think he misses that, and the fact that he's yelling at people because they're screaming his backswing. That's kind of what Live Golf is known for. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
buddy, that's what comes with the money.
you
Uh,
wanted it.
Yep. And so he did cry. He was saying is because he's real good friends with Tyrell Hatton, and he missed that putt to win, which is wild because if you miss, well, I did not cry at Purcell Farms when you chipped that chip into the flag stick and it went way by. I did not cry. I was excited. So I guess
What
John's
about
just a
when
different.
Mitch missed his putt in Panama City?
I did cry over that one. I felt like, which is wild because then he had like two putts, and he had one pretty close, and he ain't missed all
And
day.
then
And
he
he
run
misses
it
that.
past, and then the second one was a slider.
I still wish that's one of those rounds I wish would have been filmed because it was just so fun to
Playing
film.
close. What was we were playing the yellows?
Yep, yellows, and it was just a battle. Especially right there at the end, it was so entertaining. I was looking back at some of those clips today from Purcell's. I was exporting them, and I think it's going to be a good video. For everybody listening, me and Zach made a trip and played the famous golf course and did a shamble, and then from there we split up and battled match play, and it actually turned out to be really good. That
It was
format,
really close.
it was real.
A
It was
couple
always
really good shots on there too.
yeah, it was funny like because usually when you're competing against somebody and they hit a bad drive, you're like yes, but it's like you hit a good drive too, and you're like dang, they're with me.
Or
But
like on 5
oh, when you hit that
on the
dart,
par 3.
and then I was just like, well, I missed the putt anyway, so it don't matter.
That's
But I'm
that's a bird for both.
yeah, it should have been. But it's gonna be a good video, and I'd love to do that similar format maybe when we go to Utah, just because it's fun and keeps competition in there. I think it'd be
I'm
neat.
with it, and you
I
could
think
do points.
oh,
Kind
throughout
of
the whole
where,
trip,
yeah,
yeah, and I think that help people like our friend Mitchell that's gonna be there to stay
especially off the
motivated.
box.
Yeah, uh, I think that'd be fun though. To let us know what y'all think. I think for the Utah trip, how many rounds of golf we're doing? 6.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 6. Yeah, I got the ibuprofen ready.
Yeah, and so we can just do it like that because that keeps competitive and fun and like that. So
What's the way where you keep points for par and bird and
Stableford,
yeah, we could do a Stableford, a shamble Stableford.
yeah,
Because
that
the
way,
box is really the only thing that ever gives any of us
yeah.
real trouble.
Which we found that is like when we shambled and
We only needed one extra.
I think we shot. I mean, we shot in the 70s, right?
Yeah,
And so that just shows that off the tee is where we really struggle
yeah.
because everything else from there was our own real shots, which is kind of
It just
crazy thinking back
hurts
on.
to know
If you could hit
how
the
much
fairway,
we've worked on the box, and it's still just an issue sometimes.
I know, and I just look at that scorecard. I'm like, if I could hit the fairway every hole in the green on par threes, I could shoot in the 70s. That's where my weakness is.
It's always been the box, even when we in scramble tournaments.
Yeah, you're right. But that'd be fun for Utah because that keeps it competitive. It keeps it fun. Um, and not as many lost balls, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to transition now. We're going to talk about the Olympics for a little bit, as in our picks. We're going to lock in some picks. No real PGA Tour event this week, but there he is. We're going to make just in time to make some picks for our predictions. These don't count towards our score. This is just some predictions for the Olympic golf. Can you hear us, Brady?
Yes, I had to get my AirPods connected.
Oh. Hey, I was
He's
gonna
sideways.
before we make our predictions.
Oh, there he goes.
Before we make our predictions for the Olympics, we asked this question. We're gonna get yours. Are you excited about the Olympics, or has it just kind of been under the radar
I
coming
think
up?
since like it was kind of a flop the first time they had it back in like 2016, nobody got excited for it. And then last year, or the last time they had it in 2020, nobody really showed up for it since COVID was happening. So maybe this is the first year that they can actually get some hype behind it. I think the media is trying to build it up a little more. And I feel like it's kind of like the President's Cup where it's you don't really think about it much whenever it's on the way, but when it gets here, you're like, okay, let's go. Like we're Team USA here. Like this is who we're pulling for, you know.
I'm telling you, USA, baby. That's right. It's the Olympic special. Hey, real quick, this has nothing to do with Olympics, but just some golf trivia for you. He mentioned COVID. Can you name who won the Masters during
Yeah,
COVID?
I know because we had my wedding, mine and Bailey's wedding, on the day of the Saturday of the Masters that year, and it was Dustin Johnson.
It was SM DJ. A lot of controversy around that. Wasn't it? It was a fall Masters, right? And everybody's
Yeah,
complaining
the greens
about
were
it.
soft, and everybody was attacking
Anyway,
pins.
we're gonna have to. We'll implement some golf trivia going forward on the show. All right, let's get let's make some predictions for this week. 100%. I'm going Scotty Scheffler gold medal. I don't see anybody beating him. I feel like he's in a good mood. He's vibing. I've got John Rahm silver medal because he's coming off that live win. The fans are going to be a lot quieter. He's not going to be as upset. He's going to be locked in. And then give me this is a wild card here, but for the bronze, give me Tommy Fleetwood, my guy. They're talking about him on the No Lane Up podcast, saying, what's it mean if he wins a medal? Does it mean anything for his career? Absolutely not. It's not a PGA Tour event. But those are my three. I'm going Scheffler, Rahm, Fleetwood.
I like Ludwig for silver.
Uh huh.
Scheffler, bronze. Rory for gold.
Wow.
Rory's been playing hot. He's gonna take it.
That is a bold prediction.
I might have a even bolder prediction. I'm going.
Oh,
I think USA is going to sweep all the medals. I think it's going to go Scheffler, Xander, Wyndham Clark.
I do. When I was making my picks, I was thinking Xander is he could be in the top two for sure. Wyndham, I think they said his odds. He was like last place in odds. It was like 3,400. I think he was last. Oh, as in the U.S. Well, no, I don't know what they said, but he was 3,400, and I think Scotty was like plus 400. It was like way different. Scotty's a favorite to win, of course, but Xander is a solid pick. So do you think Rahm? Neither one of y'all had Rahm, or did you have Rahm winning one, Zach? No, neither one of y'all Rahm.
He's a bozo now.
He's coming off a win right now.
That's fake.
He's locked in.
That don't count.
Did you see Brady? We're talking about it briefly. Did you see him and his caddy yelling at that fan at
Yeah, that was a little
crazy.
What do we call it? Yeah,
remorse.
He knew what he was getting into, and now he's probably regretting it a lot.
I mean, 2 weeks ago
he can leave, but they're going to behead him because that's what the Saudis do.
2 weeks ago, it was, or more than 2 weeks ago, but a few weeks ago, it was the drone. He was getting mad about. Now the fans. So starting to see a little theme here with our guy.
I think golfers are head cases. Imagine LeBron being on a free throw line in Game 7, and everybody's yelling as loud as possible, and golfers are like, I need silence. Don't whisper. Don't jingle no keys. Nothing.
It is weird to think about how much, like even when we're golfing and somebody like undoes their glove in your backswing, you're like, bruh, But it's
Yeah.
like we're not even that good, so why should that kind of stuff even? Why does it even bother? It makes no sense in golf. Hey, back. I do have a question for the Creator Classic. This just popped in my head. Should they let, since he is a YouTube creator now, well, not a creator, but he's been in a YouTube video now, should Donald J. Trump compete in the Creator Classic? He's got a great swing. Not a great putting stroke. He's got a great swing. His little cut drive, every hole, he's money
The
with it.
swing is ugly, but it works.
I think he would beat me in a golf match. Now that I look at his, he was in the
He's
fairway.
got legitimate several club championships.
It's just his putt stroke is
I don't
wild.
It
I
works.
don't think he should. If they did let him play in something like that, they would have to let him play for like a forward tee, not put him back there with like 7,600 yards or something. That'd be crazy.
Me and Zach
Well,
said
he's 78,
76. Oh,
76. So I
I
mean,
think so.
he would get senior
Yeah.
tees.
Okay.
That's true. Me and Zach said that the Creator Classic almost seemed, and well, we don't know the full list of everybody's in it, but I seem like it's a little unfair because I think Wesley Bryan, because it says the Bryan Bros are in it. I feel like he's just going to take it because it's a PGA Tour course. They're playing 9-hole stroke play event. I don't see like Garrett or Fat Perez or Tyler from Dude Perfect, anybody keeping up with like Wesley or George. So, and I was telling Zach, it was really neat that a guy that we go to church with, he was at East Lake the year that right before they did these renovations. And he said, as the groups were coming off of greens and going to the next hole, that East Lake already had tractors and people out there tearing up greens, like immediately getting ready for this renovation. So this is the first time people see the course since the renovation. So, hey, Mitch, what your Olympic picks? Do you just have any suggestions you want to throw out there of who you think you like for this week?
How did y'all pick? Did y'all just pick like just individuals?
Yeah. So stroke play. So I guess basically like if Scotty wins the whole event, that's a medal for USA. It's like 1, 2, 3, first, second, third.
So I got Scotty getting the gold,
Good pick.
Hovland getting the silver, and I'd say Rory gets bronze.
That's
I
two
got
picks
Rory
for
getting gold.
That's 2 medal
I got
picks
Rory
for
getting
Rory.
gold.
Did you see just USA's uniforms, polos? They're that Victor Hovland brand, the Bull,
Ugh.
whatever it is. I don't know.
Before we
Ugly
get
is
off
what it
the
is.
Olympic talk, I do want to add one thing. I think they should try to do something different than like stroke play format. I think they should come up with their own, like where they can involve an actual team. I think having it individual is like just like a normal PGA Tour event. I think,
They should just do a
and
Ryder Cup
then
instead
something
of
like
everything.
that, or either what I was just thinking about, like they should do like a 2-man thing on the last 2 days. So the first 3 or 4 days you got normal stroke play on the first two, and then the last 2 days on the weekend you go into like maybe alternate shot on Saturday with the top two of the country, and then do something different on Sunday, but play as a team format.
That would be better because I feel like I want to root for USA, but it's
Like
like
almost set it up.
I'm rooting for
Set it up somewhat
individuals.
like
Yeah.
a bracket, maybe.
Yeah. I do. They need to figure something out because people are not loving it. I honestly wouldn't have known what week the men were even playing. I didn't listen to the No Laying Up because I just haven't seen it anywhere. So I know now it's this week. The women are next week. Which is, speaking of the women, leading into the Olympics next week, they having a LPGA event this week in Portland, Oregon at the Portland Classic. Defending champion is Shanette. She was actually the first player since 2015, Brooke Henderson, to win the event after qualifying to enter it on Monday. So she did not have a way into this tournament last year. She qualified on Monday qualifier, got into the event, ended up winning it at 19 years old, 20-year-old now defending it. Just won the Dana Open a few weeks ago, and now two top 25 since then. But my pick is not Shanette. I'm going with the betting favorite this week, one of Lynn Grant.
I'm going Brooke Henderson. She did good last week. Keep riding.
She's won the event in 2015. So
I'm
she
trying to stay strong through the last couple weeks and come out on top.
We've only got
think,
2 weeks
think we
left.
need to start picking an event for Mitchell.
Yeah.
He's
Just don't even care.
several
I
strokes
don't know.
down.
Brady's behind me, so
Right now?
Brady's. Oh no, hold on. No, I was looking at it. It had Brady behind me,
Oh.
but actually by numbers. No.
Yeah.
That's right.
So you're behind by. You need a big miracle.
It is what it is.
You need to pick the winner
for the
It is
next
what it is.
several
the
weeks.
next 6 events.
Angel Yin.
It didn't help that the last 2 weeks in the LPGA, Mitchell DNP did not fit. He got no points the last 2 weeks. But we need to find him. Where we find him? A
Life
Monday
happens.
qualifier.
Need a Monday qualifier, yes.
Mondays are out, boys. I can't do nothing on a Monday.
No, we'll call Evergreen. We'll tell him
okay.
it's important that we document this event.
Good luck.
All right, who does everybody else have?
I don't have a leaderboard pulled up. I feel like if I close this app out, it might just crash it. So, can someone tell me if ZU Lin is in the field? Because that's who I would pick off the top of my head. But I don't know if she's in the field.
You know how hard it is to find people in this field.
You said ZU Lin? She is in the field. I saw her when I was making
well, that's what I'm going to go with. I'll look it up and make sure, double check that. But that's who I'll go with.
Those are the LPGA picks for this week, Portland Classic. We're going to be watching the Olympics all weekend, or a little bit of it. I don't know how excited everybody is, but we're going to be watching it. Follow us on Instagram because we'll be sharing stuff all about it. Before I go into the drop zone, Zach, what was it? We were shouting out Frankie, right?
Frank Gargano from Shot Shaver Golf has been named men's head golf coach at Wagner College.
That's awesome.
Doing big things.
That means his teaching is working.
Yeah, if you're getting head coach status. That's true. So shout out. Wasn't he on the pod, right?
He was on the podcast. Yep.
Yeah.
He's got the studio in Staten Island.
We've had so many guests now. It's like I'm trying to remember who all's been on this bad boy. 112 in. All right, let me get y'all a drop zone question. I actually heard this on the No Laying Up podcast, and I was like, I'm going to recycle that and reuse it because it was hilarious to me. If you had 8 years to prepare, which Olympic sport do you think you could qualify for? Not win it. All you have to do is qualify for it. 8 years to prepare. What Olympic sport? Your answer better be golf because you said you only need 5 years to be on a PGA Tour event.
Look, the golf is only 4 spots.
That's true.
I'm going ping pong.
You are not competing with them guys in 8 years.
They got a woman making her debut at 58 years old. 58-year-old, first time in the Olympics for ping pong.
I did see that.
I got it. I can do it.
But 8 years, you think that's enough time to be hitting it like they're hitting it?
Boy, I can hit it like that now.
You wild. You get embarrassed.
Well, you crazy.
Anybody else? What y'all got?
Give me shot put.
Oh, gosh, man.
Give me 8 years.
Pickleball's not an Olympic sport, is it?
Discus.
Okay, not yet.
It probably will be in the next one.
Let me do handball. We used to play that a lot, practicing soccer whenever we couldn't practice outside, so I'll do handball. Yeah, I watched it the other day. They have a men and women's team.
Man, they put everything on the Olympics.
Let me see if this event. Let me scroll down. I'm on their website. I need to see if it's real. Oh, I thought I saw race walking was one, but then it's not on the actual website.
Before you know it, a hot dog eating
might
be on there.
That's true. Hey, 8 years. Give me shooting. You know the one where they hold that gun real weird like this, air rifle.
They do have clay shooting on there too.
I feel like. Okay, I'd probably do that one.
No, you don't want to shoot nothing named clay. Just move on from that.
I think the hardest one of the hardest has to be water polo. Like treading water that long. Between that and treading that long, I was trying to see surfing's one. I think in 8 years too
would be pretty tough.
Which one?
Swimming.
Oh yeah, I definitely couldn't do that. I've tried to swim laps before and I get lightheaded real easy trying to swim. Did y'all see the girl in rugby when she just gave that girl like the stiff arm? and took off running. There's some good highlights coming from. I'm not sitting down watching Olympics, but there's some good highlights coming from it. So that's our picks. That's our answers. 8 years we were to prepare for Olympic sport. Let us know in the comments which one you think you qualify for. And we're going to have to, put us to the test. We still need to do the video where we see somebody kick a 30-yard field goal or make a penalty kick. So I'm trying to find out which one we can do.
I can do the field goal.
30 yards?
Yeah.
You think so, for real?
I've done it before.
Listen.
He's a chief, Casey.
I am a chief, son.
I didn't know how hard kicking a field goal was till that day that they asked me to be on that football team at Point. And just because I played soccer, they thought I'd kick a field goal. Getting it through the uprights isn't the hard part. It's the having a line in front of you and having to, in the next first 5 feet, get it over 6 feet in the air without hitting somebody in the back of the head. That's the hardest part of kicking the field goal. Yeah. But that's our picks for the week. Olympics, make sure you check it out. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff. Anybody got any closing remarks? I'm about to go get on. I'm about to go get on NCAA.
I just whooped Jeremy. Like it was. He texted me and said if I could concede, I would.
Dude, our games have been. Me and Jeremy's games have been so good that we just randomly play, and it's always came down to I scored in the last few seconds, and I go for 2 for the win instead of just going to overtime, and I never get it. But
that's not how any of my games have went.
You just blow them out.
Dominant.
I get mad that, like, last night when Jared was beating me, because I get mad because I know Jared and I know that he has a disability. I'm like, why can't I beat Jared? And it makes me so mad because I know I can picture him holding that controller and I feel like I have every advantage on him. I'm like, why is he doing this to me right now? Picking me off, celebrating, and it really makes me mad. I don't like playing Jared on that game. So I'm about to go play some NCAA. Go USA. We'll see everybody next time.
Peace.